What's up, guys? My name is Khan and we're back today in Scrap Mechanic, and I am super excited to bring you guys this video today. I was actually working on a different project and I got the notification that the devs made a new update in the test branch, and there's a few different FPS improvements, you know, in the regular updates and things that they've been improving, but they did make one major feature change, and it was to sensors, and it's actually to add the one thing that we've always wanted, which is a color sensor. So you can actually take a sensor now and we can put a block in front of it, and you can see there, you know, it will pick up the block, and we can paint this block white, we can paint it black, we can paint it any color, and no matter what, it'll pick up the block. But if we all of a sudden select color mode and we switch this to on, it brings up the color palette. And if we put this as a black block, now it will still pick up this block, but let's say we change the color to a yellow, boom, it no longer picks up that block anymore. And so we can start doing all sorts of crazy things with this. We can do, you know, obviously we're still going to need multiple sensors if you want to be able to pick up multiple colors. For example, if we were to have a palette or something like this that was all yellow, we could do a grid of 4 sensors that are 4 different colors, and I'm sure someone's going to come along and glitch weld it, for example, so that all the sensors are on top of each other and you have all the colors or whatever, and convert it to like a binary symbol or number or whatever like that. But you see there, we can make a grid of sensors that are all different colors, and yet they're only picking up that one block. So if we change this, let's make them all very easy colors to identify. Let's make this like blue. So if we change this to a blue, for example, oh, okay, they're both the same. We could change this one to be color mode red, and boom, so now the blue one would light up, and we could have, you know, a robot do a different function. The red one could light up. We could also make key combinations. You could start guessing pictures. I mean, this is getting to a whole new level of awesome, and I'm sure if you use the RGB glitched lighting, you could make a color sensor that reproduces a image somewhere else. You could make a wall of glitch sensors for all the colors that will then display all the colors in RGB. I mean, theoretically, you could do it. I'm not a big glitch guy, so I'm obviously not going to do it, but this is getting really close to having color displays. I mean, that would be the next side of things, would be to have a color display that lets you change the color of a block based on a block. But the main reason I'm excited for this is I've always wanted to start working on like an AI city project, and the biggest problem I had with that is, like, realistically, if you're making a vehicle, the only way to have your vehicle work with conventional sensors would be to have like a lip on everything, for example like this, right? And have every road that has like a sort of lip to it, and it doesn't matter the color of the lip, and then your vehicle would have to have a sensor super low to the ground that detects the edge of the road like that. But now we can actually create tracks, and so we can create a painted track here, and I've basically created just a really simple black painted track, and we've now created essentially logic bots in Scrap Mechanic. And so we can have this on color mode black, this sensor on color mode black, and if we turn on this really simple tank drive robot, then it'll just drive around the track, and whenever one of those sensors hits the black, it'll reverse that side, and thus it'll always stay with the line. And we can, you know, easily just take the paint tool here, and we could just force it, let's say, to go this way. And we could do this, no problem. Right? Just like that. And now, okay, it's getting stuck. Come on, there you go. And now all of a sudden it's stuck going around this corner. And so, you know, we can really start making awesome challenges with AI that actually have to follow lines and do all sorts of color things. We can do challenges where at a certain color you have to perform a certain task, and at a certain other color you have to do certain other tasks. So this really just, oh boy, don't slip. Yeah, it was too close to the edge. It really just opens up the whole game, and really allows us to do all sorts of cool things. We can start looking at doing barcode readers and other cool things. So I'm expecting a lot of cool new things to pop up on the workshop in the recent time. Again, this is in the test branch, so you have to go into your Steam, go under the game properties, and right click and go to the test branch and add that up. But check out all the devs patch notes. They do add a lot of different things, but the main thing being color sensors. And being able to detect color is going to just change a lot of things in Scrap Mechanics. So make sure you guys post in the comments down below what kind of things you'd like to see with color sensors. I have a few ideas already about what I'd like to do with them. And obviously doing task-based AI that have different tasks that happen at different color squares would be great. Working on an actual, you know, automatic bus that drives, for example, and follows the side of the road, or making an automatic car. You know, you can do all sorts of things with lanes. We could have stop signs that actually stop them. You could have a different color for like a stop line versus the outside line of the road. So you can do all sorts of different things that really get opened up by the ability of having color detection. And of course, you know, I'm super excited. Like, I mean, I can't wait to see what you guys think and what you come up with for crazy ideas. But really, we've just created logic bots now. And of course, if we change these colors sensors, if we change them to any other color, this would stop working. But or if we change the line to any other color, it would stop working. So again, it is only like a single sort of filter. And, you know, sensors behave normally with color mode off. But definitely with this color detection, it's changed the game, guys. This is the next step in logic that we needed, that's really going to allow us to do all sorts of cool new challenges and cool new objectives. And this will just keep going forever. And like I said, you know, we can just paint. Let's just take this here and let's just paint a different line there. Perfect. And it'll just keep going around the circle. So we can just paint any lines we want, any kind of circle we want, and any pattern we want. And no matter what, it will follow that pattern. On top of that, the devs have done a few other things in the patch notes. The only other thing worth really noting in this test update is the search bar in the inventory. So if we're looking for concrete, for example, we can search for that now. It'll bring it up. Now, obviously, I mostly run vanilla stuff, so this is pretty easy. But if you're running a lot of mods, I can see that helping a lot. For example, you can search for wheel, and it'll bring up all the wheels that are in the mod packs that you're using. So I can see that being a huge thing. I know a lot of people were asking for it, and that's why the devs put it in the game, which is great. Let me know, again, like I said, what you guys think we should do with color sensors down in the comments down below. But it opens up so many things. Now, I will say the color sensors don't detect the color of the environment or anything like that. It's just painted blocks. So if we try and aim a color sensor here and we aim it down at this green, for example, we can't line this up with the color mode green and have it do anything, or, you know, whatever the green is, this green. It won't detect any of the ambient objects. It only detects the actual painted blocks for an exact color match. But anyways, guys, it is just a little bit of a shorter video. Not too much to say in the update notes. And like I said, I didn't really work on any major sort of projects for this. I just wanted a really small sort of line following robot. But this definitely opens up, you know, a whole load of possibilities. You know, making line following robots is definitely going to be one of the biggest things. But then there's also a lot of other things we can do as well. Like, for example, I'm thinking of some password protected doors where you can have certain keys that you have to insert. I mean, we could put a key on a lift, for example, right? And have like a different colored block, you know, or you have to have a combination of like a certain color combination of blocks, you know, and you could keep your sensors completely hidden and out of range too, so no one would even know what the combination is. You know, we could do all sorts of crazy things with this new system. But make sure you guys let me know down below what you're thinking, and hit that like button and hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. And make sure you check out the Discord. You know, post your suggestions there as well, and let me know what you're thinking of building Scrap Mechanic. And sometimes, you know, look for other people who are also working on things at Scrap Mechanic and seeing what they're doing, and you know, trying to work together on different things. So it's definitely a great place to go and just be a part of the community and have a lot of fun. So make sure you guys hit up all that stuff down below, and make sure you guys check out the new update if you have Scrap Mechanic. It's definitely my favorite update, other than, I think Pistons was probably one of the best updates, but the color sensors is definitely going to change the game. So make sure you guys do all that stuff, and as always, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see y'all next time.